I was surprised when somebody told me this, that I had to get out of the mindset of a poverty mindset in order to receive wealth mindset, a wealthy mindset. And being a child of God, being a man of God, that I read the Bible, I study, uh, and looking into things and trying to change my life, I realized that a lot of the habits I've had on spending money, the understanding of how wealthy people view money, once I started looking into those things, it changed my whole concept and mindset of money and how to get wealth and how to pertain wealth and how to generate wealth. Money is not used for what the majority of us think it's used for. Credit is not used for the majority of us that think credit is used to be used for. All the way down to going to college and a college professor and all these different things I've learned so much about how the wealthy think, that it started changing my mindset, that started changing me. Then I started praying to God about, and I read this verse. Deuteronomy 8:18 says, remember the Lord thy God, he is the one that giveth thee power to get wealth, so he can establish the covenant he made with our forefathers, the generations past. So what that told me was I had to get myself aligned with God in order to start changing my mindset, right? Because in the Bible it says we're not of the world. We're different of the world, so we have to have a mindset, and it starts with the changing of our mindset, which entails hearing the word of God that builds our faith to start changing who we are, to have an ability to understand different things in life. That has to change our heart, but that all becomes from our belief system. I've learned and I've ministered and taught about who we are creates our soul, man, our soul. And that's predicated on our five senses. Yes, I know that people talk about there's more than five senses, but the five basic senses that we're raised upon, that we're taught from our parents, our grandparents, and so forth, of different things to do and say and how to be, that it's really different. But I tell you what, if you subscribe, you join with us, hit the plus sign, the heart sign, wherever the case may be, and we can get into how to change our mindset from a poverty mindset to understand what money is about, to understand what our credit is about, and how to utilize credit and funding to obtain a better life.